consumers now having multiple connected devices, personal cyber risks are becoming more of a threat. Identity theft insurance is evolving to cover that risk. According to a new report, identity theft insurance is often offered as a supplemental product, and it has been profitable. Joining us now to discuss the report is Helen Anderson, an associate analyst, and Sam Hanig, senior industry analyst. Thank you both for speaking with us today.
Sure.
Thank you. So Sam, can we start with you? For identity theft policies, what kind of limits are you seeing?
You know, we're seeing kind of a broad range of limits in the market right now. So the most common limits are going to be between $25,000 to $50,000. But unsurprisingly, what we're also seeing is limits are going to be commensurate with premiums. Identity theft is an interesting policy in terms of like how it's charged and what the cost the customer pays to the insurer. So in some instances, identity theft is free. Identity theft is a free add-on to their personal lines policy, and in these instances, we might be seeing limits as low as $5,000. The opposite also applies. In instances where a customer is purchasing just an identity theft policy, they're not purchasing a homeowner's policy and identity theft, they're just purchasing identity theft. In these instances, we're seeing limits as high as up to $1 million. So pretty widespread. You would normally see that in something like an umbrella policy, but the bulk of what's purchased today is between $25,000 and $50,000.
So for writers of identity theft insurance, how might their costs differ from a typical personal lines policy?
So most identity theft policies they include services beyond paying claims. So besides just paying for things like attorney fees or lost wages for the time it takes for the customer to go out and get a new document and all those things, they often include services like proactively monitoring the dark web for clients' personal information or guiding people through the process of restoring their identity, because it can be sort of a confusing path to take. And these services have costs besides the claims.
So the report notes that a fair majority of losses are occurring on standalone policies. Why is that?
So most package policies are included, like Sam said, with other policies like homeowners insurance. With standalone policies, they're often offered by external providers like credit bureaus, and people who are buying these policies are, for example, people who have a package policy that's included with their homeowners for no additional premium. They might not even be aware that they have that policy and can file a claim. Whereas if you go and buy a specific ID theft policy, you are definitely aware that you have it. And if you are going out to do it, you may be at higher risk for having your identity stolen.
So since ID theft in the digital age is becoming more prevalent, is there a natural link or perhaps a blurred line with cyber insurance?
Certainly. There's definitely a relationship between cyber insurance and identity theft insurance. Now, cyber insurance, it's a commercial coverage. It protects against a number of things. It can protect against malware or ransomware or following some kind of cyber event. Your cyber insurance policy can help provide for PR coverage. In addition, if there's a cyber event, cyber evildoers will take data, not just any data, customers' data that has personally identifiable information. And the risk there is that they will commit identity theft. So the relationship between cyber insurance and identity theft insurance is if somebody commits a cyber attack, they will use some of the results of this attack to commit identity theft. What we're seeing is the possibility of an emerging personal lines cyber product, where currently identity theft provides costs or insurance for legal fees following identity theft, but may provide additional protections to private individuals or maybe their families, similar to what companies get right now.
Great. Thank you both for speaking with us today. To see a full copy of the report, visit ambest.com. For AMBest TV, I'm Meg Green.